Hi everyone, today I will be showing you how to solve a fourth order polynomial equation. I'll be showing how to factor it and how to solve it. For this example we have m to the fourth power plus 8m squared plus 12 equals 0. Um, so for this problem, the first thing we want to do is we want to see what times what will give you 12 and add up to 8. So if we tried a combination of 6 and 2, 6 times 2 will give you 12, and 6 plus 2 will give you 8. So then we would just have m to the fourth plus the 6m squared. This will be a group plus another group of 2m squared plus 12 equals 0. Okay, so here we have the 6 times 2 equaling the 12, 6 plus 2 equaling the 8. The 6 and the 2 are separated into two different groups. So now we want to see, for this first group, we want to see uh, what is the biggest variable and or number that we can take out of this group. So the biggest thing that we can take out of this group would be an m squared. So we put that outside of the parentheses, and then what's left in the parentheses would be an m squared plus 6. You take m squared out, you're left with m squared plus 6. And of course, one way to verify this, if you're unsure what you took out was correct, you can multiply it back. So the m squared times m squared will give you m fourth. And an m squared times 6 will give you 6m squared. So that's a way to verify that you did it correctly. So for the second grouping right here, the 2m squared plus 12, we can take out a 2. And if we take out a 2, then in parentheses we're left with m squared plus 6 equals 0. Of course, we could verify it by multiplying it back in. If we multiply this 2 back in, it would be 2m squared plus 12. That's how you know that you did it correctly. Um, so now we are going to combine the outside of the parenthesis. So this would be m squared plus 2 and then we'll notice that it's the same value in the parentheses for both groupings. That's how you know that you grouped it correctly. So then it would be m squared plus 6, another group. Now, if the question asks, to just factor it, then this would be your answer. But if it does not, if it tells you to solve for m, then what you would do is set m equal to 0. In this case, we'll have m squared plus 2 equals 0, and then an m squared plus 6 equals 0. And then, so for this first term, m squared plus 2 equals 0, we can subtract the 2 from both sides. You subtract 2, you get m squared minus equal to minus 2. Then to get rid of m squared, you would do a square root on both sides. So then we'll be left with m equal to plus or minus square root negative 2. So m equal to positive square root of negative 2 is an answer, and then m equal to negative square root of negative 2 is another answer. So now to solve the m squared plus 6 equals 0, we would do m squared equal to negative 6. And again, to get rid of the squared value, we would square root each side, and it would be m equals plus or minus square root of negative 6 for your other two answers. So this is two answers, two solutions. This is also two answers. So in total we have four solutions, which matches up with the four m to the fourth power, the highest order, give you four solutions. And then again, as a side note, if you're asked to simplify the whatever number is in the square root, whatever negative value you have in the square root. So say we want to show the square root of negative 1 as an imaginary number. We could simplify it down even further. So the square root of negative 1 would be I. So if we want to solve for the square root of negative 2, that would just be I times the square root of 2. Because the square root of negative 1 is I. So this would just be I times the square root of 2. And the importance of I, it's an imaginary number. It's used to calculate the square root of negative numbers. And they're important later on. You'll learn, if you do decide to take classes that are more advanced, you'll learn that square root or imaginary numbers are important in subjects, higher level subjects such as quantum physics. But for factoring and solving, this is all you need to know. Thank you.